Talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Check 26, check 26. Hey, Q.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his first look is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on the punt on 4th down. Back deep, Julian Edelman. Edelman set to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Sugar!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Go!
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Say what? Oh, yeah.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 41, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard. Everyone on that side, including the fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Oh, I thought you picked it.
First time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
You got tight. You got tight. You out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know that. He got that quick release. See how fast he getting that done out of there?
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
Yeah. I'm like, man, he has not had the slowest release in the league. That man got one of the fastest man in that jump. At 42 years old. Oh, no, that's straight break.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
I appreciate Josh Gordon for the break. But it was all QB right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
That's a what? Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. No, check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Right here, right here. Watch the safety creep. Hey, kill.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready. Yellow lady. 54. Mike 54. All day. Check 31. We got 21. Right there, 54, Mike. Go. Mike, 54.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He's going to loft one. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 72 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown.
Hey, I normally make my coaching adjustments at the start of the game.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wait, Eddie! 47. Check, 47. You gonna get this boy? Check it.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Tyler, 64, win. Hey, 66.
On 3rd down, Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Brees. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Ready? 95-56. Kill. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Good night.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, my God.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st down, Saints.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Back.
Here's Brees to throw.
Come on.
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Brees. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
March 47. March 47. I'm coming. Watch the edge.
Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And he knocks it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Come on.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Shit. Sammy.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Man, come on.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I know that ball.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after. And that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football like a rag dog, man, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dorsett's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Gordon, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I say I'll keep on showing.
40. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, come on.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Past the 20. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yeah. Pass it. Kill. Easy, opposite.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And look at this.
There we go.
The turnover they needed. It's
Gilly the key.
intercepted.
Bumper run Gilmore with the goal.
Thomas the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brees now to throw. And Ginn's got it. Brees to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brees now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brees. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll try the right side with Murray. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Edelman. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. Here we go, here we go. Ozzie. Regular.
Brady to throw. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here. They use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Brady now to throw. And
come on!
Lined up incomplete. Good play call there. Now it's 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? You ready? Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Under 10. 10. Kill. Let's go, defense. 36. 52.
To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all now on the right
I know, hey,
come
on, I know he got
2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it.
Oh, my God.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Oh.
So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
I know, right?
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Pick it back up on that jump.